What's classy when you're rich, but trashy when you're poor? Police escorts. Everybody passports. Being on a first-name basis with a judge. Does Judge Judy count? Not rich nor poor, just went to high school with a judge's son. You know you're from a small town when you go to court. I was a witness in a bad accident, and the judge is your friend's dad, the court reporter is your friend's dad, and the bailiff is a deputy that you've known all your life because you've been in school with his son. The only people in the courtroom I didn't personally know were the lawyers. Living at a hotel. Having dozens of cars on your property. If you mow your lawn and find a car, you might be a redneck. This is an oddly common occurrence in my tiny southern town. I honestly had never put together that these people probably aren't car fanatics, but they just can't afford to fix them or have them moved, and it probably seems cheaper to them in the moment to purchase another beater, and the cycle continues. Not cleaning your own house. This one is underappreciated. Your place is either dirty, or you're paying someone. People don't realize how cheap maid services are. They hear maid and think of the rich people with full-time maid staff. For $50 you can hire a professional to come clean your place for a couple hours. Doesn't sound like a long time, but 2 hours of continuous deep cleaning gets a shit ton done. Could easily make a 1,200 square feet apartment absolutely spotless. Hire once a month and your place will shine. Drinking at work. Sure, it's fine for a corporate exec to down a few highball glasses of scotch at a business meeting, but when my dad conceals his gin in an Aquafina bottle while sorting conveyor belt parts at a factory all day, he's trashy. Florida. This might actually be the best answer. Can anyone explain this one? This one deserves to be a bit higher. My husband is from Boston. When I asked him how he decided to move to Florida, he told me he closed his eyes and threw a dart at the map of the US. The dart landed in the trash can. As a native Floridian, I immediately disagreed. We aren't the garbage can of the US. We're the country's goddamn toilet. Not having a job. Living off welfare versus living off passive income. Living on an estate. The area my parents live in is actually referred to as an estate by the town's residents. It's one of the most expensive streets to buy a house on in the UK too. Yet 5 minutes drive away is one of the rougher parts of the town, which is a council estate. There are worse places in the country to live, as my hometown's crime rate is one of the lowest, but even so, it's a huge change from one part to another in just a few minutes. You couldn't get two more polar opposites. Apparently being drunk before 5 p.m., if you're not worth multi-millions, my firm will make you leave and come back another day. If you are, we bring out champagne. We told a couple of potential investors to come back when sober, but two billionaires formerly from Microsoft that showed up to our office so drunk that they couldn't even speak straight were treated like gods. Dressing badly. Designer handbags. One of my ex-friends was like that. Always lived beyond her means kinda person. New car, Michael Kors and Gucci handbags. Made just above minimum wage. Always bitched about not having money for essentials. It was so hard to hold my tongue during those conversations. Debt. You owe the bank 10 grand, that's your problem. You owe the bank 10 million, that's the bank's problem.
Make sure to like and subscribe for more stories.